Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Here she goes. Great ass! And you got your head all the way up it. Say hello to my little friend.
Hoo-ah! Oh, yeah. I'm the hand of Mona Lisa's skirt. I'm a surprise, Kevin. They don't see me coming.
Rooster, we gotta find out who did this.
Give him a medal.
What, you don't believe in miracles? When you pick up a check one day, then I'll believe in miracles.
Let's go. I'm buying.
Yeah, that's a miracle I want to see.
Hi all and welcome back to my Al Pacino retrospective review series. This is episode 12 of the third season, and on today's episode we'll be taking a look at the 2008 cop thriller Righteous Kill, starring both, as you can see, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, alongside Carla Gugino, Donnie Wahlberg, John Leguizamo, Brian Dennehy and 50 Cent among others, and directed by Jon Avnet, making this the second Pacino film that he directed to date, with the first one of course being 88 minutes. Probably the last movie to date as well, because this one, sadly, just like the previous effort, was met with quite a mixed reception, to put it mildly. And especially, for this one, considering this film was promoted as the first film to have both in them together for the entire runtime as buddies. They're not chasing each other, not like in Heat, where Pacino's the cop chasing after the criminal. They're both cops. It's a buddy cop kind of affair with Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. Well, it's not really a buddy cop film, but in a way it is, because they're partners, they're buddies, they're cops. So, but no, this one didn't do well despite, in spite of that, in spite of having these two legends, headlining the film. Yeah, somehow a film starring both those legends got screwed up somewhere along the way. What happened? Well, that's what we're here to take a look at. So without any further ado, here's my review for Righteous Kill from 2008. Here we go. The plot of the movie goes as follows. A serial killer targets criminals who have evaded the law. A pimp, a rapist, a child molester, they were all eliminated by a mysterious killer. Turk and Rooster, played by Robert De Niro and Al Pacino respectively, two veterans of the New York Police Department, investigate the case. They quickly come to the conclusion that the perpetrator must be one of their own. Somebody inside the force takes the law into his own hands. They start working together with a younger investigative team, Perez and Riley, played by John Leguizamo and Donnie Wahlberg respectively. Tensions between the two teams is inevitable, especially since Turk is now living with Perez's ex-girlfriend Karen, played by Carla Gugino, also a homicide detective. The story is also told and narrated through a alleged confession tape of Turk as he's confessing to 14 murders. But of course, not all is as it seems. I will say for this one that it might have been more obvious for me and probably for most people as to the twist in the third act in regards to the killer's true identity. This didn't really stop my entertainment while watching the film all too much, though, as seeing both Pacino and De Niro on screen together for the entirety of the runtime was, and still is, well worth the price of admission. Even though both have reteamed since in 2019's The Irishman by Martin Scorsese, which is definitely much better than this one. And I will say of the four movies both are in, this is definitely the lesser one compared to the rest, but it's still not a downright terrible one, as many people would make it out to be in my opinion. Al Pacino as Rooster, a longtime friend and partner to De Niro's character Turk, definitely delivers another good performance in my opinion. He's clearly having fun bouncing off of De Niro on this one. It's clear to see that the two have natural chemistry between them and their real life friendship shines through for sure. Definitely the best part of this film is their banter back and forth, and I was absolutely enjoying every moment of it. De Niro looks like he's having fun too, and apparently he was cast first for this film and suggested Pacino for the role of his partner. Excellent stuff with these two legends for sure, even if the material is well below standard and doesn't ask or demand all too much from both. If this wasn't a Pacino and De Niro team up, I'm pretty sure it would have ended up being a bargain bin straight to DVD film, to be fair. It does however boast a very solid supporting cast though as well. John Leguizamo, who obviously previously appeared opposite Pacino in 1993's Carlito's Way, and opposite De Niro in 1996's Stefan, is an actor I've always personally enjoyed seeing and does a well enough job in this one as well as the hot-headed younger detective Perez. Donnie Wahlberg as Riley works well with Leguizamo and holds his own in scenes with the two legends as well. Carla Gugino does a fine job as Detective Karen Pirelli, having some good scenes in interplay with De Niro and Pacino. And Brian Dennehy, yes, the great Brian Dennehy, Teasel from First Blood, appears in sadly a bit of a thankless role as the police captain Hingis. He certainly does a fine job though, and it's great to see him share the screen with Pacino and De Niro. Definitely wish he could have had a bit more to do though, but alas. And then there is 50 Cent. The less said the better, because I will never be a fan of his. He's just not an actor in my opinion, and his scenes are definitely my least favorite parts in this. He plays Spider, a drug dealer who runs a nightclub. That's about as much character as the film gives us and about as much as we need to know really. Jon Avnet re-teaming with Pacino on this one after 88 minutes, once again in my opinion does a solid enough job directing, and again, despite the film being a more run-of-the-mill thriller, it does move along at a steady pace, and due to the two leads in particular, doesn't end up being a bore sit-through for me. The movie wasn't all too well received upon release, however, despite the two leads being together for the full film this time around. On an estimated budget of about $60 million, it ended up making close to $80 million worldwide, which isn't all too bad to be fair, but definitely far from a smash hit. At the time of doing this review, the film sits at a 18% critic score and a 37% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, and holds a 6-star rating on IMDb, which is exactly my score for the film as well, 6 stars out of 10. A slightly above average thriller, definitely elevated by the two leads, but sadly both of them just weren't enough to save the mediocre script entirely. I do recommend it just for both of them, but I will say definitely don't expect too much from the film and you'll be fine and have a good time with it. Luckily, a much better De Niro and Pacino film looms just around the corner, will be covered next season. But all in due time, of course. That's that for now. So there you guys have it. That was my review for Righteous Kill from 2008. Like I said, it's not a bad film. It's not a terrible film. It's just a very average film. Like I said in the audio part, if this film wasn't with Pacino and De Niro, I'm pretty sure this would have been a run-of-the-mill, bargain bin straight-to-DVD film. For all I know, just like 88 minutes, this might have even had maybe a straight-to-video release or straight-to-DVD release somewhere. I mean, I didn't do enough research in that department for this one, sorry to say, but I know 88 minutes was straight-to-DVD in the Netherlands. I actually don't remember if this one made it to the cinema. You know what, I'm going to find out after review. I'm going to put a little text here if it did or not, but... yeah, it's a 6-star out of 10 film. I might bump it up to 6.5. I do really enjoy every moment of Pacino and De Niro together. It's great to see them both. It's great to see the banter between them. It's great to see them playing off each other. It's great to see their camaraderie and their friendship on screen, because they are really good friends, in real life. But I don't know, the script is just beneath him. The script is beneath him. It's just a very lackluster script. The twist, you do see it coming. You got 50 Cent in there. Why is he in movies? Like, why was he in this one? Why is he in Escape Plan? Why is he in Escape Plan 2? And why does Stallone like him? Because he's also in Expendables 4. Ugh, even mentioning that almost gets me a fucking heart attack, that film. Other than that, though, I do like Carla Gugino. She's great. She plays off Pacino and De Niro wonderfully, as especially as De Niro's girlfriend in this film. I love John Leguizamo. I mean, he was, of course, in Carlito's Way as Benny Blanco from the Bronx in that film. And he was great in that one. He was great in The Fan as well with Robert De Niro from 1996. He had a good, memorable role in that one as well. Overall, I do like John Leguizamo and everything I see him. And Donnie Wahlberg, I've not seen all too much, but I think he does a good job in this one. He plays off Leguizamo and the other two actors, the two legends, wonderfully in this one. And yeah, Jon Avnet, despite, of course, despite now directing 2 films with Pacino that a lot of people don't consider to be a particular great one, I think the directing for both 88 minutes and this one, it's solid. It's bang on. It's what the film needs. It's flashy where it needs to be. A little, overall, I'm a fan of the direction. But yeah, this was a film that wasn't met with great reception. A lot of people were like, well, Pacino is beneath this, De Niro is beneath this. It's not really the greatest material for them. What happened to these actors? Can they only get lousy scripts nowadays? Because there was a period where both actors really went through that. It's like, well, really? Those are the scripts those two are getting? It's, yeah. Next week, however, Al Pacino would go on to prove us all that he still has what it takes to be the greatest of all time. And again, my humble opinion. Because next week we're going back to television. We'll go back to HBO, which was a great success the last time with Angels in America. Next week we are going to be taking a look at the 2010 HBO biopic film, You Don't Know Jack. And if you don't know this film, you don't know jack shit. Well, that was Pacino's laugh from Devil's Advocate. Did you get that? No, this is a great film. which I'm looking forward to watching this one again and reviewing it next week. Pacino really shines in this one as Dr. Jack Kevorkian, Dr. Death himself. So yeah, I can't wait. This is a great return to form, I promise you. Anyway, that's coming up next week. Thank you all so much for watching this one. Here's a shout out to my member, Crushers Movies and Games. Thank you so much for being a member. If you guys would like to become a member as well, the link is in the description down below. You will get early access to these Pacino reviews, as I do upload a whole batch of them at a time. And it would help the channel out tremendously. Anyway, with all that having been said, stay safe and healthy and keep punching. And we'll see you next week for You Don't Know Jack. Hooah! Take care.